Hey guys, so in this episode, we're gonna take a look at how Russ acquires some of the exotic cars that he gets. Some of it he parts out, some of it he keeps, and Doug plays a crucial role into that process.
So one of the ways that we do that is through buying our cars at auction. Another way is through our insurance companies. And sometimes people even call us and want us to buy their parts or their cars. Those are some of the ways that we acquire what we have in our graveyard.
The auction was actually in Florida. It started at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I was at home sleeping in bed on my iPad bidding on the car. Yeah, I've actually bought a few Lamborghini Gallardos and actually sold the engines before the car even arrived. So there's a Lamborghini Gallardo that's over at the other yard. I sold the engine out of it for $26,500 and I paid $22,000 for the car. So I was already out of the car. It was a rollover convertible, so there wasn't a lot of stuff on it, but there was still a lot of stuff. But I got out of the car before it even hit the ground. This is a car we just bought from Florida. It's a 458 Spider. Russell's already sold the engine out of it. There's the engine. But it's got pretty much hammered in the front end, but it's still got a lot of really good parts on it. And we've never had a Spider to take apart for, so all the convertible top stuff, it brings really good money. So we should do well with this car. It's in transit to us right now. They shrink wrap the whole thing for us. So it's in on the trailer, should be here, I'm thinking Monday or Tuesday.
So that guy right there that you just saw, his name's Puno, and he's been working for the company since he was 18 years old. He is probably our head sales guy. He takes care of everything at Fur Parts when it comes to customer sales and parts that they need. He knows everything about cars. He's gonna run the business one day when Russ retires. Our website.
You want to get used to this face, because as we grow this crazy monster business, she's gonna be like the one to go to.
Misty does play a very crucial role to the business. She is actually Russ's right-hand woman, and she does everything from receiving, sales, invoice, day-to-day operation, making sure we're profitable, and making sure customers are being handled very well as well with the customer service.
And there I am with no makeup on.
All right, so I really don't. Do we just download it or just?
Yeah.
Well, you know those are. I don't have one. Display.
So Gary is Russ's dad, and he is the sole person that inventories all the parts that go on our eBay store. So, and into our system. So we have over 16,000 parts on eBay, and Gary has individually listed all of those parts, and it's just a continuous cycle because we're getting more parts in. So it's just an ongoing process that Gary works on every day.
Yeah, it's amazing what Gary is able to remember as well. His mind works like a machine. He does all the listings, takes the pictures, and he's even pulling parts out. He does an amazing job, and he's such an incredible asset to the company as well.
And if you ask him, he could remember where to find a part that he listed and put away from 20 years ago.
You got it, sir. I'll call you as soon as he gets offline. All right, thank you. Have a great day. Hey, we got that 458 coming in today. It should be here within the hour. Can't wait to see it. We got a lot of work to do.
So Puno is also a musician. He actually performs island reggae music. He's been on tour. He also plays the guitar.
And Sai shoots all his music videos. That's actually how we met. Is one day Puno was doing a music video here, and he asked me at last minute, "Hey Misty, can you be in my music video?" And I was like, "Well, I guess so, since you didn't ask anyone else to do it." And then Sai was filming the video, and that's how we met. And that's how Russ met Sai.
Actually, in his last video, we actually use his song in the background. So if you get a chance, make sure you click the link in the description. And we have an upcoming music video shoot called Party God, which I'm really excited about as well.
So I'll link all those in the description below for you.
little bit more.
My favorite car, the Huracan. Unbelievable. I've always been a Ferrari guy most of my life until I drove this. I thought they were a little gaudy for my taste. And then after driving it, it made me a believer. But man, that thing is a beast. We've parted out approximately 300 exotics. So I'm no expert in the salvage, but I feel like I have a lot of knowledge in the salvage, spending an average of $50,000 per car on average at 300 exotics is close to $15 million that I've spent approximately over the years of just buying the cars to part them out. So that gives you some kind of reference point on the experience. The experience is there. I've had cars that were clean title that should have been parted, and we've had cars with salvage title that should have never been parted. So each scenario has its own interesting circumstances. This would be a prime example of two of the same exact cars that we got from the insurance company, one through our own, one through the insurance auction. They're both Ferrari 458 Spiders, and they both come with the salvage title. One car we picked up, and we've had the car a few days and the car already sold. Why would somebody buy this car salvaged? Is it a good deal salvaged? Ultimately, I would make more money parting it out, but some of the cars should not be parted. Some of the cars should be revived and put back on the road. This gentleman bought this car particularly so that he could have a Ferrari 458 Spider for less money. I thought a salvage title car would never sell. If it did, it would be difficult and it wouldn't sell fast. And ironically, those cars actually sell faster. Most rich people got rich by being savers, being savvy with their money, not spending it all, and hoarding it to get to their wealth. So a lot of guys, and not everybody, you're gonna have your garage queen cars and collectors, buyers that want no miles on it, nobody's ever driven it, and you're gonna pay handsomely for that car. Then you have the guys, they just wanna drive one, they wanna enjoy it, they wanna have the same car as the next guy for 100 grand finished on a 458 Spider instead of 175,000 for a 458 Spider with a clean title. Some people look at it as, I got the same car as the next guy. Nobody can see my title, it's in my wallet, so nobody knows but me. And I have 100 grand in the car. And again, 75,000 is invested in real estate or in the stock market. And the other guy's got 175 grand in his clean title 458 Spider. And we both have the same car. One salvage, one is it. So they're not always gonna work out that way. But this is a prime example of a car that we got that the gentleman that bought it will be into the car, give or take 100 grand when he's finished. And I can't find a 458 Spider for under 170. You can see the damage that was done. The front was hit, it needs a bumper, it needs airbags, they blew, it needs an ECU. The suspension we checked was all good, it was all intact, all the framework was fine and not touched. Mostly cosmetic. The bumper broke, there's a hole in the plastic trunk. Again, this customer doesn't have the extra money or doesn't want to spend the extra money to go get a clean title cream puff. He just wants to have a car that he's got that he can enjoy for under 100 grand. Don't scratch the paint. But it's still good, it's not bent, it's not cracked. I don't think there's any scratches that rubs out. But you know, these are 175 to 200 bucks new. So why would someone pay 90 bucks for that?
Can you believe that Ferrari badge is worth $175 and it's used? It had a slight scratch on it, and we sell stuff like that all the time. Like sometimes we'll have to replace a windshield, and you know, people will pay over $3,000 just for a windshield on these cars. So every single thing from like knobs to like the AC plates, even if they're sticky, you know, we could refix those, seat frames, everything, every piece of the car, mechanics will buy and use for other cars.
Yeah, every part is valuable, and Russ has an incredible talent at actually finding things and picking it apart and looking for the monetary value in it. And he knows there's buyers out there that's searching for these items.
All right, you ready? Yep. Let's go. Just watch your feet, because that back one will come off. Keep your feet out of the way. You ready? That's what I'm saying. So this is a 458 Spider. This is a car, same car, 458 Spider that we just picked up from the insurance company. And as you can see, this car had the front end ripped off of it. This car is salvage title, obviously. But it's not, believe it or not, in the insurance auctions, there's guys that would actually try to rebuild this. We don't believe in it. We don't think it should go back on the road. We will part this car out. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of work just to change the oil.
For sure, man.
Much for just an oil change. Most expensive oil change ever. $100,000 oil change. That is one of the examples of salvage. The front end is broke, the suspension's busted. Ironically, the airbags in this didn't blow. And you probably have questions why. I can only give you theories. Back end got hit. It's got a lot of great parts on it. We paid close to $70,000 for this car as it sits. Although most people would say, how would you ever get the money back out of it? We do and we will. It's just part of the parts game. So, on salvage, if you have any questions, I guess you can reach out. We've sold probably most of the salvage cars that we've ever marketed within a day or two. They move really fast. And again, the psychology behind it is because of supply and demand. You can sometimes fix a car that's not that bad with the parts off of another car. Part out the car and recoup our money. That's the name of the game. But it's an expensive game. Side and get that under. Ultimately, we're a parts company. We're in the parts business, and the cars are worth more in parts. Does this mean you can run out and buy a salvaged exotic and just part it out and make a bunch of money? That depends on whether or not you have contacts, leads, a name in the industry, people that come to you, a big crew, a warehouse to stock it, inventory it, people to pull it apart, tag it, ship it, deal with returns. If you're selling it on the market like eBay, you gotta build a store, pay fees. So I can go into all the various.
So guys, if you like this type of content, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button.
Thank you for watching, and if you have anything that you want to see, please comment below, and we'll try to make that happen for you, because we could literally film anything. The potential is unlimited in the exotic car world. So thank you for watching, and this is the Ferrari Files.